Hey everybody, John Biscardo, General Manager of Carcraft Magazine. I am here at the PRI Show with the great Leonard Warren. Len, good to see you again.
You too, John.
Yeah.
Always nice to see you.
Yeah, we're at Techline Coatings' booth. I believe it's 925 if you're here at the show. Great booth to stop by and see. Len, what do we have behind us?
This car belongs to Tony Nance, a drag racer. It's just about completed. As you can see, he's making use of our coatings. Our Sermachrome, which is the most popular header coating in the industry, used worldwide. Our thermal dispersants to help the carburetors run cooler.
Yep.
That means you have more horsepower because a cooler, denser fuel mix produces more power.
Right.
Every 10 degree drop in carb air inlet temperature is a 1% increase in horsepower.
That is the key to you folks at home. We want everything to run cooler, right? And Len's company will help you do that. Len, we were talking earlier, two things we should take away from it is that, one, that they sell coatings, but they do not apply them. And the other one was...
My mind went totally blank.
The other one was you can go to Techline Coatings to buy all these wonderful things. So we're going to do a little walkthrough of everything that they have in the booth here. Why don't we start over here, Len?
Okay. So these are some of the most important coatings, which are the internal engine coatings. You will see a variety of colors up here on the piston tops. They are for different applications, different compression ratios, whether it's normally aspirated, turbocharged, supercharged. We also develop custom colors for manufacturers such as gold for diamond racing engines. We make coatings for every part of the engine to reduce friction and wear, manage heat, create more horsepower and torque, extend the life of the components. That saves the customer money in the long run.
This is for diamond pistons, right?
The gold is specifically, we have a gold that is for diamond only.
Yep.
We make another different color for the general public that is available.
All right. Moving over here, if you come with me, you can see this is obviously brakes right here, but this again is for cooling everything and creating more horsepower.
That is correct. If you start at the combustion chamber, you see this has been coated with our CBC2, including the face of the valves. This keeps the heat in the combustion chamber longer through the power stroke. It also moves the heat, improves flame travel, makes more horsepower, and reduces detonation. The valve is also going to be insulated from a great deal of the heat, therefore the valve itself will not get as hot. There's a lubricant on the back side of the valve and the stem, which means your seat is lubricated, which will extend the life of the valve and the seat.
Okay.
The ports are coated with a coating on the intake side and the exhaust, intake, exhaust. This is to reduce the heat that is in the head that then will not move into the air-fuel mix, keeping it cooler. On the exhaust side, it's an insulator, which keeps the heat in the exhaust from going into the head. On an aluminum head, this is especially critical because of the expansion rate of aluminum, which changes your tolerances and it can impact your torque.
Okay.
Used on brake components, you'll have a barrier on the back of your pad that will reduce the heat that makes from the pad to here. This rides against the pistons in the caliper. It'll reduce the amount of heat that gets into the caliper. The coating on the exterior radiates heat faster than the bare metal. Your brakes will run as much as 200 degrees cooler.
200 degrees cooler. That's something you didn't know.
That's right. Same thing can be done in alternators. They drop over 30 degrees, which is great for electrical efficiency. Rods extend the life. For Joe Mondello many years ago, his aluminum rods, 600 passes with no failure. Can be used on the bottom of a piston to help cool them so they don't expand as much from what heat does get through the thermal barrier, which is minimal.
Right. Let me interrupt Len. Let me show you something over here real quick. Monster Trucks, this is a partnership they've had for many years. Before Len got involved, they were going through gears in days, if not weeks. Now, Len, it's over a year, right, before they have any problems with gears?
That's correct. On the ring and pinion gears, we've been coating for at least 5 years. They went from a few weeks to a few months to over a year with no change in the ring and pinion. They're still running.
Okay.
Same with some of the pumps inside. They have gone from as little a week to as much as 3 months. Now with our coatings, they're at 14 months and running.
Okay. And I have a dumb question. If you guys pull in here, you can see a variety of colors that... Can I get any color I want, or is it...
You can make any color you want. We sell a liquid air-curing ceramic coating that we provide a special series of dyes for. You can literally mix any color you want.
Okay.
When you spray it on, it looks like a colored metal. It does not look like paint. It does not look like powder coating. These are just some examples of what you can do. From clear through any color you want. You'll see some examples over there on wheels and other exhaust components.
Oh yeah, down here. So it's not like the old days of Ford where the customer can have any color as long as it's black. You can do whatever you want now.
Right, and you can actually vary the shade, tapering it from a lighter to a darker shade to create a custom effect that will be unique to your own part.
Okay. Now we were talking earlier, like you sell them, you do not apply them. If I'm at all handy, can I apply them myself?
Certain of the coatings you can. We have a kit for internal engine component coating that you can do yourself. This would include your piston top, combustion chamber, dry film lubricants for the piston skirts, camshaft lifters, valve springs, bearing, any moving part, a powder that can be burnished on the cylinder wall, lifter bores, will extend the life, improve ring seal, improve leak down, an assembly lube that's used by many top fuel teams, is one of the best on the market. The cost is very reasonable, and with basic equipment, you can do this at home yourself.
Okay.
Now, some of our coatings, like our header coatings, are not available at retail. We supply the majority of the industry, our Cermachrome being the most popular coating used worldwide at this time. It outperforms all other metallic ceramics, and we've just brought out a new version where they used to be good only to 1300 metal temperature. Ours goes to over 1500 metal temperature with no failure, and the cure temperature is now at 400 degrees.
Very good.
Huge improvement. Obviously, all the colors that are available.
Yep.
What you're seeing here is diamond dyes, which is a special chemical we've created for anodizing that takes type 2 colored anodizing and gives it the hardness and wear resistance of hard coat in any color you want. Corrosion resistance is through the ceiling.
Right.
We have a 6061 aluminum, a common aluminum, in our salt spray chamber in California that has been there since December 2009, has zero corrosion.
Wow. 8 years.
You can't do that any other way.
Yeah.
And it's still there, no problem at all.
And on this side, we have a few more things. This is the item that I think you really wanted us to focus on. If you look here, Len is going to show you kind of the difference of before and after, if you will.
Right. This is one of the things you run in sometimes with either improperly applied coatings or many cases OEM applied because they are interested in reducing cost.
Okay.
You'll notice the metal here is still shiny, where over here it's not. There was no real metal prep done. They just sprayed the coating on. We do metal coat and spray it on. This is what happens to that coating when it doesn't bond properly because of surface preparation.
Got it.
You've got something that's supposed to work good, and you can see what's occurring. In fact, we have the body that this came out of, and you can actually see the damage on another body. It's not this one.
Not this, okay.
That you can see that was caused by the lack of lubrication and the failure of the coating. Our coating will not fail.
Okay. Proper surface prep.
Proper surface.
Yep.
Same here. Turbochargers, insulate it. You're going to keep the exhaust heat in the flow. That'll cause the turbo to spin up faster and produce more boost. You'll reduce turbo lag. On the intake side of these components, this will drop the operating temperature. That's okay, it'll just sit there.
Okay.
Of the component, as this coating radiates heat 20 to 30% faster than the bare metal itself will. It protects against corrosion, so it will not oxidize, which is a ceramic layer that makes it less efficient. It is also a lubricant, so things do not stick to it, and it's much easier to clean.
All right.
The improvement in performance on a turbo, for every 10-degree drop in the inlet temperature, a 2% increase in engine power.
Okay. TechlineCoatings.com if you need this stuff. But I mean, really cool products. If you've not been to PRI or you've not been to their website, you should check it out. We were talking earlier, I've been calling on Len for 12 years. Sadly for Len, he's had to deal with me for 12 years. But really cool items that they have at the booth. I just want to show you guys one more thing over here. Just shows you kind of the full range of what they do. Len, which one is your favorite item here?
Well, it depends on what you mean by favorite. The one that sells the most is our Cermachrome. The next is our siloxide black.
Okay.
However, I also like one of our other coatings, which is our gray ice, which is hidden somewhere. Street rodders love it. It's different than anything anyone else produces. Very high temperature capable. It is a metallic looking gray coating.
Right there. Yep.
That's it. Now,
Yep.
one of the unique things about these coatings is we do not just make exterior coatings. We make coatings for the inside that'll keep the heat out of the pipe. The pipe itself will run cooler. There's an adage. Speed costs. How fast do you want to go?
That's right.
You can put another coating on the outside and then top coat it. You're going to keep even more heat in. This does two things. Higher exhaust gas velocity is less back pressure. You have less reversion, material going back in the combustion chamber. And by insulating that heat from the header, the temperature away from the header is reduced significantly. In fact, a test done with a major manufacturer they found that 1 inch away with exhaust temps going over 1,500 degrees, 1 inch away they were only 80 degrees in a 60-degree room. What this does for your components under the hood is tremendous, and what it does for your hand if you happen to touch it is even more important.
Right, that's safety first. And last thing, we're going to go show you a quick little, just kind of an overview of all the different things that they do here at Techline. It's, you know, obviously street performance cars, but they do it's farming, they do roundy-round cars, they do lots of stuff, right, Len?
That's correct. These come from our customers. You'll see their names on here showing the components they've coated, that they're going to their customers. Coatings on this intake manifold drops the manifold temperature, it drops the carb air inlet temperature. This is a wonderful picture. This has been on here for 3 years. One of our coatings in a port. It's still there, it is smooth, and no carbon buildup.
Yeah, you can see that.
Look at that.
Yep.
That's
Beautiful.
what our coatings can do.
Okay.
Here's some of the colors being put in by Engine Armor as an example, one of our reds. They've even blended our red with one of our other colors, the gray ice I spoke of, to get a custom shade. It made it a little darker than our normal red.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cam Coat is out of the UK. These are coatings they've done to increase the horsepower. We have hull coatings to increase the speed on water, increase corrosion resistance on the pipes, particularly if you're on water.
Very cool.
So we're in every form of racing. We are also in just about every form of industry.
Right.
This is a specialty for us because it's what I enjoy. I'm a drag racer.
Right.
But we're also in just about every industry you can imagine. Increasing the component life, the performance, the protection we offer is unrivaled.
And helping you go faster at a cooler temp. So
That's
yeah.
right.
Again, I just want to show you how wonderful this car is, and I appreciate you guys watching. Len, it was great seeing you as always.
You too, John. Always good to see you.
Yeah, in booth 925, techlinecoatings.com if you can't be here, and thanks for watching.